Okay, let's just jump right in. We need to talk about that one person you just can't get out of your head. Because the story you've been telling yourself about why you like them, well, it might be completely wrong.
I mean, really think about it for a second. Of all the people in the world, all the faces you see every day, your brain just decides to lock on to one of them. Why that one? Why them? And why right now? Was it just random timing? Or did they say something that just suddenly flipped a switch and made them the center of your entire universe? And that's the real mystery, isn't it? Why can't you stop thinking about them? Why does it feel less like a gentle choice and more like a compulsion you can't control? So here's the truth, and it might feel a little weird to hear this. You didn't actually pick them. Not in the way you think anyway. Your brain made the choice for you. It was running a bunch of ancient, really powerful programs completely behind the scenes. So let's pull back the curtain and see what's actually going on in there. First off, you've got to understand that what we call love or attraction, it isn't just one feeling. Nope, it's actually three separate systems, all running at the same time. And trust me, they don't always want the same thing. So, system one is lust. This is the primal engine, it's pure biology, just hormones doing their thing. This system doesn't care about their sense of humor or what their dreams are. It's all about physical cues and instinct. Then we have system two, attraction. Now this is the dangerous one. This is the part of your brain that gets hooked. You get this huge flood of dopamine that makes you feel euphoric, energized, kind of high. Your brain literally starts to see this person not as a person, but as a reward it desperately needs to get. And finally, there's system three, attachment. This system is a whole different ballgame. It's calm, it's about comfort, it's driven by hormones like oxytocin, the bonding chemical. This is that warm, secure feeling of, I just feel safe with you. And this really sums up the problem perfectly, doesn't it? You can feel lust for one person, that addictive attraction for another, and a deep, secure attachment to someone else, all at the same time. No wonder it all feels so confusing. Okay, let's go a layer deeper, because beyond those three systems, your brain has this other powerful bias that shapes who you fall for. It's called the familiarity trap. You ever noticed how you suddenly develop a crush on a coworker you see every day or someone in your class? That's not fate. That's your brain loving what it recognizes. It basically equates familiarity with safety. And that feeling of safety can get misinterpreted as romantic attraction really, really easily. But this is where it gets really strange. This trap also applies to emotional familiarity. So if your upbringing was kind of chaotic, your brain might actually seek out chaotic partners because that pattern, even if it's painful, feels familiar. And to your brain, familiar means safe. So get this, your brain can actually prefer a predictable kind of pain over a peace that it's never known before. So what is actually happening inside your head when you have a crush? Let's look at the specific chemical cocktail that completely takes over. It's really a three-part chemical trap. First, dopamine spikes, which makes you feel like you just won the lottery every time you even see them. Second, norepinephrine rises, and that's what gives you the racing heart, the sweaty palms, all that intense energy. And third, and this is wild, your serotonin levels actually drop, down to levels similar to people with OCD. And that is what makes you so obsessive. When you look at it this way, it kind of reframes the whole thing. Those intense feelings we call romance or chemistry, from your brain's point of view, it's a hijacking. Your brain has been taken over, and it's prioritizing this one person above almost everything else. And here's the real kicker. The more uncertain you are about where you stand with them, the more intense all of this gets. That unpredictable hot and cold behavior, it makes your dopamine spike even higher. Your brain confuses all that anxiety and craving with a deep, meaningful connection. So knowing all of this, that your brain is just running these ancient programs, that it's chasing familiar patterns, and that it's basically getting high on its own chemical supply, we have to ask ourselves a final and pretty crucial question. Think about that person right now. Is the powerful feeling you have truly about them? Or is it really about how they just perfectly fit a blueprint that was already in your mind? Are you addicted to them, or are you just addicted to the feeling they give you? Let's just boil it all down to this. The feeling you have when you think about them, is it a feeling of peace, safety, and calm? Or is it a feeling of anxiety, unpredictability, chaos? Your answer really reveals which system is in the driver's seat. Now, understanding all this isn't about taking the magic out of love. It's about taking the blindness out of it. Because once you can see what your brain is up to, you can stop just blindly falling and you can finally start to choose.